Okay, here's an update on this 2016 GTI. This is mine. Had it since I bought it, brand new. Drove it off the lot. Anyway, I've had all kinds of issues with this thing from 80,000 miles on. I'm sitting at 112,000. We like the car, so we've kept it, but I don't know that we like all these bills and may not keep it too much longer. But at any rate, I ended up finding out that the issue is that the exhaust adjustment valve is, I guess it's going to be the 06K 109257A, and it has a different hole pattern. So the socket that you put on there has little holes in it, which I can show you here. So these are the sockets, and this is the H, which you can see I modified that. All of them have a lip on there, but I modified that one, and I don't know where the other one actually is at this moment. Oh, here it is. So this is the A hole pattern. Also modified this one because it didn't go deep enough in there. Bought these off on Amazon for, I don't know, 50 bucks, something like that. It's one of those kind of things where you can't do it without it. But at any rate, this is the H and this is the A. And even with this, there was a difference. You can see I had to shave off, it's not really very clear, I had to shave off the inside of, see if I can back up and maybe get that clear with a zoom. So I had to shave off the insides of those posts so that it would actually fit into those holes on the A variant of that part. The what do they call that? It was the cam adjuster valve is what that's called, cam adjuster valve. Anyway, so that it would actually fit. I didn't have to do that on this one. I just had to shave off the side completely. Probably shouldn't have done that because it actually ended up being a pain because it kept camming out. But at any rate, with these two tools, I was able to get both of them out. But I'll say this, the A variant is the only one that seems to fit in the exhaust side, on that back side right there. The A variant is the only one that fits back there. And it looks like the H, or maybe any of them, I don't know. I don't know that that's correct. I bought these parts at FCP Euro, and that's the part number. This one fits fine on the intake side, but it will not fit. It's the wrong diameter. So I didn't measure it, so I don't know if it's because I've seen that there's a 21, maybe a 22, so it's in that area, millimeters. At any rate, I mean, this is a VW OEM part, and it did not fit. I think it's these are tied to one of the things we read on a forum, is that the cam that's in there obviously is married to this one particular kind of part, and if you put a different one in there, it doesn't fit. And that's completely logical. But I was under the assumption, based off of what I was looking at on different parts websites, that these were interchangeable. That is not the case at any rate. So what you need to do is, if you're going to be replacing these, pull off your magnetic cam adjuster, and I'll only go back one more step. If you're hearing a ticking sound, a knocking, it's a very overt kind of noise, you can you can pull these clips back like that. You'll hear it kind of snap, and then you'll be able to push it in and pull that out. In my case, this particular magnetic cam whatever adjuster or something or other, they call that something, but it's electromagnet. Whenever I pulled that out, the ticking would stop, and when I put it back in, the ticking would begin again. After replacing this a couple of weeks ago, I think actually it was last weekend, come to think of it, it started happening again. It just didn't happen at idle, but whenever you would let off the gas and just let it ride on the compression, it would make a horrific sound on the inside that sounded kind of like a diesel, like that pre-detonation kind of sound as you're slowing down. Sorry for the regeneration of the noise in my mouth, but it kind of sounded like a diesel. If you've heard a diesel or pre-detonation, it kind of had that same kind of sound, which is how a diesel seems to work. Correct me if I'm wrong there. I think that's how they work. They don't actually have spark, so they operate off of the heat inside the cylinder, which gives them that knocking, kind of pinging, clattering kind of sound. Well, there was a clattering sound inside after replacing this magnetic piece here. So I decided to go ahead and buy the valve, and it seemed like the H variant was the latest one, and that the A was the one, or B or whatever it was. I think this one was an F initially, and I guess H I think that's what it was. I don't have it anymore, chunked it. But at any rate, I replaced it. It went in there, fit, no problem. And it did solve my problem. So I've got a new cam adjuster valve and a new magnetic cam adjuster, and it's functioning. So I figured, well, why not go ahead and replace this one? Did that, wrong size. So take your piece off and get the exact, even down to the letter at the end, get the exact model that you see there where it's an H. Mine was an A. Go ahead and get an A and see, and you'll have to see if there's a parts reference to see if there may be a later variant, but I'd say get the same thing and don't do what I did. If you do end up doing something dumb like I did, I used magnets. I used a very strong hard drive magnet to pull, because I'd taken apart some drives and pulled those magnets out. And I used a stack of those neodymium magnets to put on the end of it, and it pulled it right out of there. That was the only way I could get it done. There was a pick wouldn't fit because it was seated in the hole. I just couldn't, it was completely flush. I hope this helps somebody. This is a 2016 GTI, Volkswagen GTI. Of course, it's got the TSI engine in it, and this is the one with the performance pack. So I think that ends with the engine code B, CXCB, I think is the engine code for this one. Hopefully this will solve the problem, but now I know that this will be the fix if it comes up, and I'm expecting this one to fail pretty soon. I've already had these replaced once at about 80,000 miles. Had both of these replaced, and so I don't know. They were $114. I know I'm talking too much. 114 bucks for this, 56 bucks for this particular variant, and I want to say that it was 150 for the A variant on another Euro site. So between that cost, if you're in there, you're looking at a good price. I wouldn't buy these on Amazon. I'd get them from some known VW supply place like FCP Euro or ShopDAP. I'm sure sells them. I'm trying to think of the other one. ECS Tuning, probably. I know that they have them. I got these from FCP Euro. I hope this helps y'all. My stupidity may be helping somebody else. I'm just trying to fix it myself and not drive to some place that's reputable, but then charges me thousands of dollars to fix it. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any kind of questions, comments, or anything of the sort, just please put them down below. And if you like what you watched, just go ahead and like and subscribe. We appreciate it.